Hey guys, what's going on? It's Quentin Fears for Sheen Talk Live. Quentin on Instagram, Mr. Q Fears, MRQ Fears on Instagram. And I am going to be talking to Angela Robinson. You may know her on Owns the Have and Have Nots as Veronica Harrington, the one you love to hate. She is the villain with the mostest. She keeps all the drama going. We all know someone like that. Maybe not as bad as Veronica, but there's always someone in your life that keeps it going. Sometimes we need to cut those people out, but sometimes they make life a little more interesting. And we are excited to have her talk to us. We're going to get to know her, her life, and her journey, and all that good stuff. All right. And she's connecting now. All right. Angela, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hey, beautiful lady. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to see you.
Good seeing you too. You look
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh, I put on a little lipstick for you, a little something.
Thank you. Well, I want to start off by saying congratulations on being a new mom.
Thank you. He's two now.
2?
Yes.
Wait, has it been that long?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But it's still new. It's still new.
It's still new?
Yes.
Okay. How is it like having a kid right now, being under quarantine in the family and all that? I think that says it all. I think that face says it all.
On many, many, many levels, it's a huge blessing.
Yeah.
And on many, many, many other levels, it's exhausting. But, hats off to, our amazing stay-at-home moms and teachers. And, so I really can't complain because I've been given a gift of time that I wouldn't be able to get back. So it's a gift, but I'm tired.
Right? So
In
what
a
have you
good
been
way.
doing right now, feeling in this time?
What am I feeling?
Like, what have you been doing to fill the time? Like activities
Eating.
or how you're feeling too?
Eating.
I hope good.
Sometimes, most times. But, I love to cook, but life sometimes, you get so busy that you end up doing the quick thing, the fast thing, and not really enjoying that wonderful time of cooking great meals for your family. So that's been something that I'm enjoying so much that I pray I'll be able to keep up because I've really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a blessing to have that downtime and to spend it with your family and to do simple things like cooking for them.
Yeah,
It gets
it's
hard.
amazing how much we order in and, and put together a quick meal and run out, so this has been really nice to take the time to do something special every night, for them.
Nice.
And then the fact that they eat it is nice.
So what is your favorite thing to cook? I'm just curious.
Everything. I love soul food. I love cooking my collard greens and my, my lima beans and, I love all of that and cornbread and all of that. But I also love to cook Italian food. I love different pastas and sauces and that kind of thing. I love
Angela is breaking up right now.
Am I breaking up?
Get back with her. There you are. You're back. There you go.
Okay. But yeah, I like to cook anything. The other night I made a chicken pot pie.
Yes. Yes. I'm coming over.
Come on.
Where are you, in Florida or New York or Atlanta?
I'm in Jersey.
Jersey, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you staying safe? I mean, because that's one of the hot spots.
Yeah, we're being hit hard. We're staying home.
Good.
We're doing that. We don't go out unless we have to. My mother is 93 years old. She lives with me, and I ain't bringing nothing up in here to her.
There you go. It's a blessing. 90 years old. That's amazing.
Oh my God, I'm so blessed. I have a 93-year-old mother and a 2-year-old son. So you know why I'm tired. But but in all the very best ways.
So you went to Florida A&M, right?
Come on now, come on.
Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah, you know something about that?
Well, no, I grew up with a stepdad who taught at A&T, so I know at HBCU, yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I didn't actually go, but I grew up with it, so I know.
So you know, yes.
Yeah, for sure. So after that, you moved straight to New York to pursue acting?
I moved to New York very soon after. I went back home, worked at a dinner theater there
Oh,
for,
wow.
yeah, I wanted to get my equity card, if anybody knows what I'm
Oh,
talking about.
I know.
You know, okay. I wanted to get my equity card before I moved to New York. So I went back home and worked at the dinner theater, and I got my equity card on my first show.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. That's hard
I
to do.
know.
If people
So
don't know, that's a really hard thing to do.
it's huge.
Yeah.
It was Ain't Misbehaving. And
Oh,
yeah, and the director of that theater, the Alhambra Dinner Theater, shout out to Todd Booth, the director and the owner at the time said, you really shouldn't have your equity card on your first show because you need to get some experience. And you don't want to now be competing with equity, actors.
equity
So
actors, yeah.
yeah. So he said, you know what I'm going to do? He said, I'm going to keep you around a couple seasons and I'm going to continue to hire you so that you could get a resume
Oh,
before you
nice.
go. And he hired me almost for every show. I got to do so many great parts, non-traditionally cast that I wouldn't get to do ordinarily. And I think after the second season, I was like, what are we going to do next season? What are we going to do? And he said, I'm not casting you. And I was like, well, what did I do wrong? He said, if I keep casting you, you'll never go. And I
There
want
you
you to
go.
go to New York. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And
Yeah.
then you went to New York and you did shows on and off Broadway.
Yeah. That's my
Yes.
heart. Yeah. Broadway theater is my heart. So I was blessed to live my dream.
Nice. And
Yeah.
there you met Billy Porter. Did you ever give him fashion advice?
who, who, who gives Billy Porter fashion advice? No. But I adore him. He's a dear friend, and he's given me a lot of advice. But yeah, I love my Billy. Yes,
Nice.
yeah.
Hilarious. I love it. And before all that, you were a pageant queen. Can you tell me more about
Stop.
that? She did pageants, y'all.
Yeah, you know what? Back in the day, I thought, back in my day, as
Uh-oh.
as the
The
old
Island
folks
Girl's
used to
coming
say,
out.
um, we didn't have like American Idol. In my day, we had Star Search. Remember Star
Yeah,
Search?
I do.
But really, the way that you could try to make it would be to win like Miss America or win,
Oh,
Miss. That was sort of a good shoe-in. Remember Vanessa Williams?
yeah.
So it was. She was sort of the person that I looked at, and I thought, okay, if she could, make it into the music business and acting, doing it that way, then let me try that. So that's sort of why I got into pageants. And then, I didn't place the first time at Miss Florida. And so, of course, I had to go back because, Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure I was a pageant girl, but just the competitive nature of me wouldn't stop.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. Well, and
Yeah.
and it's paid off because now you are a huge star and you're in the have and have nots. Tell me what it was
Mhm.
like when you first heard you got the role.
I couldn't believe it. I still don't believe it a lot. I still, my husband has to remind me when I'm going out to the store, it's like, you sure you don't want to brush yourself up a little bit? Because people are going to ask for pictures. And I'm like, nobody here knows me. But so it's still hard to believe. But I was so happy. And, in many ways, it was the booking of another gig. I had done The Color Purple on Broadway that Oprah had produced. So, being a part of her camp again was
Wow.
exciting, and working with Tyler was exciting. But again, it was an audition and a booking. It was another gig. I had no idea. I could not fathom that it would become what it's become. And I'm so extremely grateful for all of it.
Oh, nice. I have a question from a fan. GQ Philly. What about the studio during coronavirus? Is it open?
Oh, wow. Okay, so over on Facebook, I started a Facebook group called Open Studio, and
Okay.
it's a place for artists to come because artists have been, hit really hard. Everybody's been hit hard in this quarantine time. Everything's shutting down. A lot of shows closed. A lot,
Yeah.
you already know. So this is sort of a place where artists can come, they can share the stuff they're working on, stuff they're creating, vent about how they're feeling. And it's just been a beautiful community that we've started over on Facebook, and it's called Open Studio.
Oh, nice. That's
Yeah.
amazing. A
Yeah.
little giving back and a little sharing during this time is always good.
That's what we have to do. My husband and I started an organization a couple of years ago named after my father called the W.J. Robb Fund. And it was established to support artists who are struggling. We didn't know that it would be, come to this, but so we had a rent party, we had fundraisers, and we raised money to help artists pay their rent
Oh, nice.
during tough times. This is beyond tough times.
Yeah.
We've gone past tough times, and so now WJ Robb Fund is giving away grocery gift cards for artists
nice.
who have lost their jobs due to COVID-19. But we want to do so much more. But right now, we're just telling people to contact we're a grassroots organization. It's our passion because we believe art changes the world. We believe, in the middle of all of this, people are turning to music and movies, and people are turning to art, to soothe them. And so we want to be sure to support the artists so they can stay in this game and stay in this ministry of creating and providing art for people.
Nice. Well, speaking of artists, I want to get back to you and your show. What is it like working with Tyler Perry, an amazing artist?
He's amazing.
Yeah.
Anything that you see that he does, or any, interaction, if you've had with him, he is who he says he is. It's not a front. It's not he's that way, and then in secret, he's another way. He's really a beautiful, beautiful person. He's a hard worker. He's a taskmaster. You can't walk through it. If you want to work for Tyler, you got to be on your gig. But then you want to be on your gig, right?
Yeah.
So,
you don't want to not show up not knowing lines.
No, because then you can't do your best work either, So, I mean, he's just a really, really great person to work for. In many ways, but he's generous. He's caring. When my son was born, the next day I had this big wagon that my son loves to this day, with big stuffed animals and big, just wonderful. He doesn't forget those moments.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And what is it like working on that in the studio? Like, it's historic, and it's the biggest in the country.
Yes. It's when we first started, we were at Tyler's old studio, which was, in my opinion, the best thing I had ever seen. So I was like, you getting another one? We love this one. Like, I thought this one was, everything was. It's just first of all, if you ever have you ever been to TPS, Tyler Perry Studios?
No, I haven't. Okay.
So if you ever get a chance to go, there is a spirit, a vibe that you get the minute you go through the gates. And I think all of that starts from the top, but there is something that makes you feel like you can do anything.
Wow.
The people, the staff, the crew, everybody there is as loving and as giving as the next. You're not going to find nobody there with no bad attitude or tired and don't want to be there. That's just not the spirit of the place. It's just always welcoming. It's so funny. We go, we film, and we're done. And then, probably a next show is coming to film. And so they're getting ready for the next show. So, they're telling us bye. And we're like, no, we don't want to go.
You're like, no.
No, it's just such a really, really beautiful place to work. It just, and even though all races are represented there, it's a beautiful place to work too, because it's just a lot of really beautiful brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
That view you that way as their brother and sister.
Nice.
You know, when you walk in the place. And so to be a part of that, and then to know that it's run and owned and created and all of that by this Black man, it's just something I'm proud of. I'm very proud of it.
That's amazing.
And
it
ain't
was
even
like
mine.
on an old plantation, right?
Yeah, it's
Taking
an
it back.
army base. An old army base where
wow.
and Black people back in the day, Confederate, you know, we could even be a part of that. And now, you know, well, the man is running things, and he's doing such a great job. He's doing such great stuff. I mean, Tyler's just, I don't know where he finds the energy. I need his energy during this quarantine.
So how do you usually get into character playing Veronica?
I know her. I'm not her.
I got scared for a minute. I was scared.
I'm not her, but I know her. I have a specific person.
Oh, wow.
That I have sort of that I built her around at first, and now I just get to play, which is a lot of fun. But yeah, I know her. I think any role that we play, you know, we have to find something about that person that either you know, or something inside that's temperamentally you can pull from. But yeah, I met her a few times.
Hilarious. So you have fun playing that character. What do you think her relationship is like with her son? I know that's been crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole lot of fun playing that character, because I get to do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't dare come home and do. So, you know, I get to get it all out. I think her relationship with her son is going to always be strained, because her biggest illness, and I think it is an illness, her biggest illness is she's controlling. And so if I think she's more controlling than she is a homophobe.
Yeah.
I really think it's just, you haven't become who I wanted you to be. And that's a problem. So I think that's her biggest problem. But a lot of homophobic people tend to identify with her, which it's my hope that they identify with her, look at her and go, I do not want to be like that. So let me rethink, you know, how I'm treating my son or my daughter. You know, that's my hope.
And so how do you think she's like evolved over the years?
Oh, I think she's gotten a little crazy. So the first few years, right, I would not let anybody call her crazy. I thought, she's not crazy. She's just hurt because her husband cheated on her, and her, you know.
You can justify it.
Yes. And I wouldn't let anybody. Also, you know, crazy people don't know they're crazy. So as an actress, I didn't want to play a character that I know is crazy. I wanted to just keep going, you know, in this direction. So I'm talking off the acting now and just telling you what I really think. At some point, I think around season 5, somebody asked me, and I had to say, you know, I think she's crazy.
She lost it somewhere. You know what? And I think that does happen. Like some people who want to control everything so much, they like lose it when they can't control it, and they're like grasping to make it happen. And I think
they lose their mind.
Way to see it.
Yeah, they eventually lose their mind.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to see it.
Yeah.
So who like in the future?
Thank you for the love, by the way. I saw that down there. Thank you. I don't know who said
gave you
it,
some love.
Avanta Cooper. Thank you.
Okay. Avanta said she's an ice queen.
On camera, yes.
The only real Eva says, I have an auntie like that. Uh-oh.
Ooh, run.
I know, scary. Scary.
Yeah.
So, as an actress, like, in the future, what historic figure would you ever want to play? Like, what's your ideal character to play? Because we know you can play a villain.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, as time goes on, my ability to play the characters I thought I wanted to play has changed because I'm getting older. So I'll end up playing their mama. But, but yeah, I always wanted to play Whitney.
Nice.
And so that probably won't happen, but I definitely want to see her story told, you know, in an Oscar, you know, so a big box office movie. I think her story deserves that. Michelle Obama.
There you go. Someone said Michelle Obama would be great.
Yeah, Michelle Obama is definitely another one. But you know, I just Maya Angelou has always been one as well.
I could totally see you playing Maya.
Yeah, yes. love her. So yeah, I just want to keep playing, you know, roles that I could sink my teeth in that aren't me. That's what I love about Veronica. I don't really love playing characters that are close to the vest or close to who I am, because that's fun. I like creating characters, you know. So my son is crying in the background. It's nap time. I like creating characters. So any of those I will take in a heartbeat. Pearl Bailey is also another one that I've always loved.
Yes,
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I won't keep you too long. I know you have nap time coming up soon.
Oh, my husband's doing it. I have a wonderful husband.
Do we have any questions from the Instagram audience? Do you guys have any questions for Miss Angela?
She said, I want to play a villain.
I want to play a villain.
Yes, they're so much fun. Take care of Robbie. Yes, Robbie is amazing. Oh, he is my whole world. It's, you know, my husband and Robbie are my whole world.
All right,
Thank you so much.
They love you, and what's next? What's next for you?
Well, you know, I got a lot of things that I'm working on. So what's next? I'm one of those people that don't like to talk about really what's next until I sign something. So,
yeah, there you go.
So hopefully I'll be able to come back to Sheen Magazine and tell you all about what's next, where you're originally from.
She's like, not until a check clears am I going to announce anything.
And you know what? I tell you, if a virus don't hit, because people got jobs, and then, you know, I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, nice.
Somebody asked, yeah.
Miss Ladybug, she was asking, can anyone go visit the studio?
The open studio on Facebook?
No.
Yeah.
No, I think they mean the Tyler Perry studio.
The Tyler Perry. You know what? They have not set up tours yet, but they will. And I think they're going to let the public know when they set up tours. Now, Tyler Perry Studios, TPS, has an Instagram page too. So I would definitely follow them, and then you'll be able to hear about when they open it up for tours.
Nice.
Yes.
One of the last ones is, how do you keep yourself grounded?
I don't really see a choice in that matter. I mean, what am I gonna do? Be like Veronica? I don't. You know, my father was extremely caring toward people, and he was one of these people that never, even though he was educated and he was successful, he always looked down on people that looked down on people. So he raised me to never do that. If he ever saw me do that or talk bad about somebody who was struggling or something, he'd say, wait a minute. You know, we are blessed, but we are not better than anyone. So, you know, I never forgot that. I was just raised to be that way. So I don't know how to be any other way.
Nice. And I have another question for you. What is it like being a Black woman in the entertainment industry? Like, is it, do you feel like you only get certain roles or only, you know, or, and as a certain age, they only want you to be this or that? Like,
Yeah, for sure. You know, the struggle is real. When you get to a certain age, you, especially, I think, my age, every age group has a struggle. So, you know, you'll even hear from 20-year-olds that there's a struggle. In general, show business people like to keep you in a box. They want to put you where they want to put you, and they don't want you out that box. So trying to get out of that box is always a struggle. But I think where I am, sometimes it's you're not quite um, old enough to play, you know, the iconic characters. Let's say like your Felicia Rashad gets to play, and those things, but you're not quite young enough to play Miss Thing, you know.
whatever.
And
No, you still Miss Thing. You playing Miss
you
Thing
know,
right now.
you know, but I love both. So, you know, I love Miss Thing and I love the iconic characters. So, you know, I'm always, you know, fighting for the right to be able to play both because okay, I lost you for a minute. Did I lose you? I lost you. I lost you. I lost you. Ah. I can't hear him either. I don't know what happened with the I don't know what happened with the volume.